Breaker 19, you're tuning in only for trucks. Come on back, brother. Please subscribe, brother.
Well guys, it's been a few days since the turbo actually blew in this thing. That happened Wednesday. It's currently Friday. But I had to tell you guys a little bit because this video is like whack. I wasn't planning on filming that day, and then the turbo blew, and I was driving down the road and I was climbing a hill, not a big hill at all, small hill, and I was running through the gears, nothing new, normal, how I would every other time of the day. And I just heard a very quick, high-pitched pop sound as if it were like a balloon. And as that happened, a little bit of smoke came out of the air cleaners and came in the cab, just a quick puff of white smoke. And I immediately shut the truck off, coasted off to the side. And as I was shutting it off, I could hear that it was running different. I think I pushed the clutch in even. I might have pushed the clutch right in and then turned it off. I don't remember. But I think that's what I did. But I remember hearing it wasn't running the same. I pulled over, called the boss. He sent a mechanic over, pulled the boot off the turbo, and saw that was destroyed. And from there, he pulled the turbo off. My boss was going to get parts, and then I took everything else apart. The mechanic left me his tools, which the guy's incredible. And then, we got that thing back together. But I didn't film everything about it. I didn't even know what kind of situation my boss was in. He was sick, he wasn't feeling good. I didn't really want to have a camera going. I didn't know the mechanic, so I didn't want to film him either. And what was more important was figuring out the truck. So when things like that happen, I in the future, I hope that I can film more, and maybe I should, and then just maybe I won't use it unless I decide to. That would be the smarter idea, so I have it, obviously. But in the moment, I decide to just deal with the problem because it's more important. I don't think about myself or YouTube or potential earnings or views or anything. I think about what's important, and what was important was getting this truck right. So it happens. So bear with me on what footage I do have, and yeah, it is what it is. But luckily, we got her all buttoned up. She's good. She's making, I question if it's too much boost because it's maxing the gauge out like nothing. But, I'm just being gentle with it since I haven't ran it all out. I ran it to the floor, and it's still hauling the mail and keeping up, with the other truck. So I can't really say it's right or wrong. But everything's been great. Truck's been doing good. So I hope you enjoyed, the videos that you've seen thus far, and then the ones to come. The next one's pretty good. It got interesting out of nowhere. Hit some weather, but yeah. So I just wanted to try to fill you guys in on that before this video. So if you ever need to skip me talking or nonsense, I always leave chapters in here, so find your way through the video easier that way. I try to help you guys out, and I appreciate you watching. So enjoy watching the rest of this one. Well guys, as you could guess, we have problems on the side of the road with the hood up, and we have a lot of problems. There's probably thousands of pieces through the intake system and in the air cleaners and the air to air and everywhere else because the turbo let go. So what we have going so far is the turbo is off, and I didn't pull the turbo off. Luckily we had an amazing guy come out and diagnose it and pull the turbo. I'm pulling the intake piping and the air filters and the air to air to make sure we have all metal out of everything for potential risk. And hopefully we have parts coming, so hopefully we can get this turbo on, new air to air, get this thing back on the road, and I could be right back at it. So let's hope that's how it goes down. See you guys soon, hopefully trucking. Well, I got everything that I needed to get apart taken off. We have the air filters out and the air to air is off. So just waiting on parts to show up. Then we start putting this thing back together. Sun's just going down, so it's gonna be dark putting it back together, but no big deal. It did suck having to move the driver's side mirror bracket. I had to take all the bolts off it to kind of swing it out of the way to get the top hat off the air cleaner off, so that kind of sucked, but it's 3 bolts, no big deal. They were stainless, so they came off easy, so that's very helpful. But yeah, hopefully we can get this thing back together and I could truck on home. I still got a load back there. So it's been a day. I didn't plan on filming because it was a short, easy one, but that changed quickly. Of course, the one time I'm not filming, turbo pops, and maybe I'll explain that in a full video. But anyway, yeah, I got some work to do as soon as parts gets here, so I'm gonna sit down, take a little snack, chill out, and then get right back to it. See you guys then. Well, luckily I got some good friends, good coworkers, came out to save me, late night deal, and some new parts, new air-to-air, new Tursky deal. Oh, you'll have that on the big jobs, I guess. It's late, we're gonna thrash on this thing, get back on the road and keep on trucking, so that's how we do. Man, you boys are awesome. Uh-oh. We may or may not be ready to start this thing. Quick turbo swap, air-to-air swap, blow everything out, filters and everything on the side of the road. Not bad, fellas. So you want to turn the key or you want me to turn the key?
You turn it. You already fucked it up.
All right, we're going to give this thing a shot here. Cycle it once, neutral. Cycle it twice. Fire in the hole. Doesn't sound normal, to be honest. Sounds like she's hurting somewhere. Oh, it's getting a little better. Sounding a little better now. Sounded rough at first. Sounds much better. I think we're safe. Woo. It was rough at first. I was a little nervous. Soon to be all right. Oh boy. Talk about a day. It was probably like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now we're coming up on 8 o'clock, so 5 hours. But he had to drive an hour to get parts and then come here, so 2 hours of driving. But air-to-air, turbo swap, everything. We did good. Not bad for the shoulder. Well, good morning. If you guys aren't familiar, watch the last few reels. But last night, we got this thing all back together on the side of the road and swapped the turbo and the air-to-air and blew everything out to make sure there were no shavings anywhere. And it was a job, but we got it done. And you know, even boss man, he was sick. I don't know what he's got going on, pneumonia, the flu or something, but it's wild to think, you know, he was feeling that rough. But anyway, you know, I want to say that getting that stuff done last night on the side of the road, whatever, it's not that bad. Like, it sucks, it blows, but it's not super hard. I mean, your adrenaline's pumping, your buddy's there, you're having a good time, whatever, that's all great. But going home and blinking for a couple hours and then coming back to do it, you know, bright and early, this is the hard part. You know what I mean? I'm tired, but hey, we got some trucking to do and we're gonna get it done. So hopefully nobody bothers me today, 'cause I'm a little snappy. I don't want to be bothered, but yeah, we're gonna fire this thing up and see how she does this morning. I believe she'll be fine, but let's find out, shall we? Cycle the key twice. It's because there's cheat codes in there. You got to bypass those. Oh, like a dream. Light it up, son. Well, let's have a good day, shall we? Come on. Well, guys, we got that new turbo on there last night, and that was very interesting whole experience there, but it was best case scenario overall, and we made out pretty good. Today we got a nice load on to work that new turbo, but I'm going to try to be as gentle on it as I can. You know, I really babied it home last night, so it got a little break in, you know, good warm up and such, but still no need to romp on it just yet. But she's definitely going to work a little bit. But I know the rule is, you know, your wipers are on, you should have your lights on, but for the sake of the camera looking at me and not, you know, blinding it, I'm going to keep my headlights off until I get out on the interstate. That way, at least it looks cool and visible for this little bit of the ride. But, and I noticed in the comments from the last video, people were talking about a boost leak. I know it may sound maybe off on camera or whatever, but it definitely didn't have a boost leak. I mean, this thing will make 35 pounds, and it makes it quick. It lights right up. I mean, maybe later I'll show you guys the gauge and you can watch it. I mean, it makes plenty of boost. I don't feel there was a leak or a loss of power or anything like that. Coming to find out, that turbo was almost a decade old, and the truck used to make a lot more power than it does now, and it ran with that turbo for quite some time at a significant power level. And then however many years it's been at this power level, which is still disclosed, but it's more than factory, you know. So the turbo did its job for more than, you know, longer than it was expected. So can't complain about it. I mean, parts go bad, they get old, things happen. But yeah, so it's not the end of the world. We got it covered. Try to maneuver this deal. Sadly, it's raining. We're going to get wet, but we got 2 loads to run, so we're both going to the same place. We're going to unload. He's going to go elsewhere in the location and bring stuff back. I got to fly back for a second load to run to the same job. So it's going to be quite the day overall. It is Thursday. I got a little bit behind on videos due to how crazy things got, but I don't even know what gear I'm in. We're going up here. There we go. But yeah, trying my best to keep up with you guys. If I'm being honest, I'm a little afraid to really get on this thing because of the turbo. I'm watching that boost gauge. I'm afraid I don't want to, I don't know. It makes me nervous. So I know I'm a little far back here, but I don't want to break it. I get it, like, you know, it's supposed to do that, it's supposed to work, whatever. But I don't know 110% if it's not over boosting. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to make that much that fast. I got to talk to my boss, and he's got to check it out and tell me what he thinks, because he hasn't even driven it or seen it since, last night. But the way this thing's like flying right at 35, it's like I don't know if that's a separate issue or is that normal. I don't know, but I'm not gonna blow this thing apart. I'm giving it quarter to half throttle, and it's like making all the boost. Like I don't want to break it. It's risky business. That camera might already be trashed due to the rain, so if it is, it kind of sucks, but what can I do? It was worth a shot. That one. That's like no throttle. That's like a quarter of it. It's like barely me pushing the pedal. Now I'm gonna go all out for just a second. Ready? See, like, I don't know what to think of that. It doesn't overboost there. I don't know. See, I get nervous. It goes up there. Well guys, I'm here getting unloaded. It's raining pretty good, so after I unstrapped, I'm hiding out in the truck. Inside of this place that we're delivering to, we've been here quite a bit, but the safety protocol is insane. You're not allowed on the trailer. Anything over 4 foot, you're not allowed to be on top of it, but you're allowed to stand on a ladder 4 foot, which is a lot unsafer than the side of that trailer, which makes no sense to me. I don't understand how you expect, me to securely tie my load down and do all these other things without being able to step on the trailer. It makes no sense. But this place is goofy, but that's the way it is. I don't have to deal with it much. I mean, when I throw my straps over stuff that I'm picking up from here, it sucks, because I gotta hope I get it right. But either way, I'm not gonna be able to film much here, so I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I was working with. And then, yeah, I'll be rolling out of here and trucking back home in the rain. And due to like a slow process here, there's a little bit of a wait. This might be the whole day, so I did have another load scheduled, but I might have to get pushed off because we sat here for a couple hours. So easy for me, I guess, but boring for sure. But truck's doing well, everything seems good, so it's all that matters. So yeah, I will talk to you guys in a bit once they get this stuff unloaded. Well, I was sitting here editing while you guys were watching, and I realized that I never filmed an outro. I believed I did some filming in the truck on the way back, and that GoPro footage got lost as well. It's been a mess. I don't know what I had going on that day, and even the next day I had some camera troubles, but I think I got them all figured out. But I just wanted to let you guys know that this one's going to end kind of abruptly here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Turbo's doing good, truck's all good. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.
Hope you enjoyed this video.